Alright guys, today we're going to learn how to draw the basics of most Napoleonic uniforms. Now, you see, we're going to learn how to draw the cross belts, the backpacks, um, the, uh, the regular belts, whatever, even some of the shakos we got down here. Now, first we're going to start with the facings, since these are often common in the mainland Europe, like for example France, Spain, the Confederation of the Rhine. Many of these nations had facings in their uniforms, even just Italy as a whole. So we're gonna learn how to do that. So draw a little arc over here that comes pretty high up. I don't know, but you can kind of pick how high it goes. Just pretty high up like this. Next, you're gonna wait. So you're gonna draw an arc like this. Next, you bring it all the way up. Now we're not really gonna add a cross belt in here. You can work on that. We're gonna draw the cross belts a bit later in these torsos. So it's gonna be like this. A little line over here. Next, we finish it like we, of course, normally have a shirt under, since at least that's what the French had it. French in their Rhine Confederation, aka just the German states, allies. Okay, 3 buttons. Pocket. Pocket. Now my last video was a bit low quality, but don't worry, this one will be a bit better. Now, have this crossbow going up here. Have another one going up here. Okay, so here we have the simple facings. Now, of course, normally yes. Okay. So we got the 3 buttons over here. Normally across these facings, they would have the little buttons at the sides for some reason. Maybe they were just mainly for decoration. I don't really know. So you put it like this. Now you don't really go all the way. You just go a pretty good way. I'm gonna go up to like maybe here. You put 2 on top here, and that's kind of it. That's kind of for the cross facings. Now for the epaulettes, you might want to just if you're not using colors, you can just draw them like this. But if you are using colors, I suggest you put like a little. If you're using like color pencils, I suggest you put like a blob of color first, and then you draw the little lines that show they're kind of like epaulettes. So you can like straighten up the shoulders and not mess up like I just did. But yeah, it's pretty good. Now boots. Not much question for them. Okay, maybe there's more texture that I don't know, but come on, why overcomplicated it? Many nations used boots. Britain, France, pretty much all of them, except some of them. Yeah. For some, it's just like just pants, and these are just little shoes, and so. Now the cross belt. This is very important. Many nations use these cross belts back in the day, and they often like had ammunition and stuff. Like they'd be tied to like an ammunition pouch. So we're gonna draw it. Just pretend these are. This is just a torso. So we're gonna do it like this. The collar maybe, just have a neck mark. Do it like this. Often maybe there might have been just maybe, I don't know, one cross belt, because you never know. Maybe just a skirmisher, just one. Forget about this line. But often, especially for line infantry, there was just 2, like this. There you go. Now, okay, maybe I did do a little sloppy with this crossbow, but you get what I'm trying to do here. You can make it as thin as you want, as thick as you want, depending on the nation or the uniform or the regiment. In some countries, they had like a little clip here, like a colors like yellow. This whole area. Maybe put some little designs on it to clip both the straps together. So yeah, we got the crossbow. That's Not that complicated. It could be black or white. Unless you just want to make a custom figure, custom uh, character. Next, we got the backpack, and it's kind of simple. You just gotta put it like this. And normally they had these over the cross belts or under. They often came with the cross belts since most soldiers carried a backpack because the backpack carried their tent and their food. So we just do it like that, maybe. Wait, I could do a bit better. Come on. Okay, normally the backpack straps are kind of thick. Not like too thick, but just a bit thick. Not as thick as the cross belts, of course, no. Alright. We kind of got the backpack done. Now, often for some nations, like, well, most of them, the backpack is a little strap containing, like, putting them together, which it depends whether it was over or under the crossbelt, but all I know is there was a little strap, pulling them together. You know what I mean? So the straps just won't fall off your shoulders. And the backpack, well, that's kind of simple. To draw the backpack, you gotta maybe, do, two things over here. Make it make them just poking out from behind the neck. Maybe if this was the neck, this area, and maybe two little straps to contain the backpack. The backpacks could be olive green or a grayish, or the straps could be brown or white. Sometimes even black. Why not? All right. Now next we have the some British officers, or Nassau, they had this little band that went around their waist, or maybe little waist area, something like this little scarf. They could be orange or yellow. Anyway, they were there. They could be orange, yellow, or red. His little scarf thing that went around their waist. I don't know why. Just I know this is totally incompatible with this thing. Well, maybe. This feels like a British sergeant. Next, we have the Shakos, which were also, Shakos. They had many variants. Now, just so you know, don't only just draw a box like this. Just a box. Sometimes some Shakos are shorter, some Shakos are taller, some are wider. You never know. Now, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do the stovepipe British Shako, which it's a very tall hat. So Shakos are mainly you draw this little oven looking funny looking thing over here. It looks like imagine like a plating, an ovular plating up here. There you go. Now normally they would have some. Ooh, I don't think I made that big enough. Wait, my bad. You put it a bit higher. There you go. All right. Now there's two kinds of British Shakos. This is just one of them. Well, there's a couple. There's many kinds actually. You got the Scottish ones. You got the skirmisher ones. But this is just one of them. You gotta maybe put a little badge on it. Oh yeah. Don't forget you gotta have the little pom poms. The little line thing that went across like this. Oh, gotta fix the video quality. Gotta fix this very quick. Normally kind of thickened at the bottom part. It just did. Don't ask me why, but it did. Now, there you go. That's dealt with. Now we finish that up with a little circle. Because I know there was a circle. And a little crown. Or you can go detail yourself on the cap badge. You can search it up. Just the regiment. I guess it depends. Whatever regiment you want to put it. This is just a simple British Shako. Give them a little plume. Normally they came at the side of the Shakos. Bam. I don't know, maybe it can be cut. I don't know, you can just make it whatever color you want. Maybe white, green, or red at the bottom and white at the top. Of course, most Shakos back in the day, French, whatever, British, Russian, they all had visors. There you go. Black, this could be like whitish. Sometimes even green. If it's like 95th rifles, and you got this. The cap badge can differ on the shape and sizes, so use the cap badge, whatever, just for a certain regiment. Now, next we got this Shako, and some Shakos are just flat out simple, though beware of the plume. The Shako I'm planning to make the old guard. I mean the Prussian guard Zufus. Now, at first it's just kind of simple. Have a little thing over here, and then we have a nice star, like I don't know what you call these kind of stars. There's like way more legs than the regular star, like way more pointy tips. Now, if you have time to just do the geometry, maybe you can improve on this funky looking star. But that's all I got. So sometimes these things could have a, like what this thing had. But you know what? We're gonna stick with this. It's simple, okay? And I like it that way. Or I'm just too lazy. All right. So if one of the stars could only color like a bit gray, and the plume. Oh boy, you're gonna love this plume. No, this stuff is just black. This whole thing. It's white. This little white line, and this is white too. This is white. The plume is huge. Like it looks something like this. Now for side profile, this thing sticks out of the original hat. Like this thing sticks out of this line. It looks huge. Yeah, that's more like it. You can make it smaller or bigger, whatever you want. I don't know. It just has to be huge. This will probably be the last one. This one's simple French one. I'll just speed draw this one maybe. Blue line. This is like a little blue dot in the middle and a little red line at the edge. This is gonna be red. Whatever you want. You can make it yellow, whatever you want. Put this around. Eagle. All right, guys, and you can make whatever plume. Maybe you can make just a little bulb, like some regiments have, and then maybe now put the visor. All right, guys, put little pom poms over here. All right, that's enough for this video. We've got pretty much a lot of the basics. We'll probably make a part 2. But yeah, this stuff will be important. Don't just make this stuff, put this over it, and then add this. No. Yeah. This, then add this to this thing. And you'll probably make a simple soldier that, depending on the colors, you can change the regiment or the country it's from. Just make sure it's not from Britain or Prussia or Russia or any of the other countries that weren't part of the French weren't part of the French and their allies. And yeah, we'll make a part 2, and then you'll probably be able to make anything from any troop, like nation from the Napoleonic era. And yeah, subscribe, like the video, and yeah, thank you guys for watching, and you should probably thank me for making the video. Goodbye.